Yeah.
Okay, so do you think that you guys favor any of your kids? And if you think you do, who?
I'll let you guys answer that first.
Favor? I don't think I do. I kind of back then I would say Evelyn was my favorite. Not favorite as in like protecting her or giving her whatever she wants or like her way. Favor as in like it's almost like how do you explain it? It's almost like there's a special connection. And the reason why I say that is because she was like my actual first biological born, but kid. So then that was kind of like the first thing I was kind of like with my own eyes seeing it was a beautiful thing, you know, having the first child, this and that, seeing from birth to now. And so that was my first, that she is that special part of me. But now it's more, I don't think I do. I'm just more about being firm and just kind of making sure that to me is like balance in a sense. So that's why like, bringing up Georgia, right? I get irritated with her because she kind of gets what she wants in it. I'm firm with her is because I don't want her to get to the point where she thinks the world revolves around her. So that's why to me, right now, I couldn't say I have a favorite. I guess
If you had to say one. Who?
one. Man, I don't know. I think I was maybe kind of Connor, because now Connor's going to school. Me and him we have a little more bond because plus my situation too. So I wake that fool up. I get him ready, clothes this and that. So we always have like little conversation. Just say, hey, get up, you know. So I would say Connor. I guess you could say it would be Connor. So then me and him we kind of develop a different new bond. Yeah, I guess if you that's the question, then I'll say it'd be Connor.
Nice.
It'd be Connor. What about you, Amy?
Oh, since we're both like the same parents, then we'll it'll be Angela or
No.
Okay, I'll go.
Okay.
My favorite is August.
August or August?
No, just the August.
Which August?
I know, which August is it?
I don't think I favor him.
Yeah, you do.
I don't think I favor him. But
Hold on. You guys smell that? I smell bullshit.
I don't. Do you guys really think I favor him?
Yeah.
Yeah. See,
Well,
okay.
I mean,
See, okay.
hold on.
I don't.
I
I don't
wouldn't
think
say
I.
favor him.
Yeah.
I don't think
him where
I
you
don't
probably
favor him.
coddle him a little bit.
Yeah, I feel okay. So I feel like I don't favor him, but I do let him get away with a lot of things because I feel like this isn't my house, so I don't want him to cry.
This
I
is
don't
your
want
house.
him to be naughty.
Sure.
You know,
Yeah.
because even though I live here with you guys and stuff like that, it's just like, hey, shut the hell up, man.
Yeah.
We live here rent free. Shut up. You know, like
Don't ruin it for us.
But you know, it's like that where it's like even though you're welcome here, you still have to be a little cautious about certain things. You know, just that's just me. That will never change. You know, unless I live in my own house, it's gonna be like that.
So for the record, we don't care about that.
I know, but even though you guys can say
It's
that,
just natural.
For the
yeah,
record,
it's just
because-
natural.
You talking about the crying part, or you talking about like letting him get away with other things?
When it's not your when it's not your home.
It's not
then
your home.
have
You
to-
kind of
Yeah.
you have to kind of
Like,
be
what are you-
mindful with the sound.
Yeah.
What are you
Being-
doing when they're all gone?
I know.
Oh, I don't. Oh,
Then
like
he
I
gets
told
upset.
Amy. Yeah, like I told Amy.
Then
like
she makes
when
beatbox.
when we're in the room, like
Wearing
when we're in
boxing
the,
gloves, August. It's over. This is when you look
he
just like
wearing
your
boxing
dad.
gloves, not me.
That reminds me of Chase. Whenever Chase hits me, I was like, shit, I'm a no.
I'm a lace up right now.
This is
He's
a
as big
fair.
as us.
You're considered an adult.
By the
with
way,
size.
I was like, by the way, guys, Chase is only 3,
He's trapping an adult body. That's what
but
it
he
is.
hits like a man.
Sorry.
He's like high five. He's like,
Go for it.
like it hurts, man.
No, I was just curious because like it's hard to realize these things that we, like we give in to our kids about certain things, like
Yeah.
spoiling them and things like that. And I know I do that to my kids too. And I try to, either do something about it, like myself, or I'll be like, hey, honey, why don't you kind of step in because I'm, just being too lenient or doing something wrong, and I need another perspective or something like that, right? And so, I'm sure there's things that you can really say like, oh yeah, man, I give it too much because he cried too much, so I just like, here, there's the phone, so stop bothering me.
Yeah, no, I definitely do that because it's like what I said, where like I'm trying to be mindful of like my surroundings. That's why like I was telling Amy that, when we went to go visit Koo the last time, I was like, I don't really want to go because who's gonna watch my kid? And she's like, just take him. And I was like, yeah, but he's gonna be crying. He cries in the middle of the night, and we're gonna be sleeping in the living room. He cries like 3 times in the within the sleeping hours, and Koo's in the living room too. Like, damn, I don't want to wake up anybody. And she's like, it's okay. Everyone understands. Everyone had kids, and I was like, I know, but that's my kid now. It's just like it's like no matter what anyone says, it's still like your mind just thinking that and stuff, But yeah, I will definitely say, because there's times where if I'm cooking and he's just crying and he wants something and I already said no, if he wants it, I was like, yeah, get it, just shut up, get out of here, just leave me alone, just do it. But like to your question earlier, where you said what happens when no one's home and it's just us, nope. I will let him cry. Like when we're in the room, if he wants a bottle, and I said nope, and then he would just cry. I said, go ahead, I don't care, cry. You're gonna stay here until you stop crying. I don't give in because we're in my room now to where it's like it shouldn't be that loud or anything. So I don't care, And then that's like I try not to take him to like the grocery store, but then if he's crying and he wants to go with me, then I'll just take him because I don't want him to be a burning on ball or something, And then when we go, if he's crying for a toy, I'm like, here, just get it, shut up, whatever. Because it's just like I just don't want it. It's like what I was telling Tyler of why I took him out of preschool, because when I take him in the morning, he's crying to where all the kids are looking at him like, oh my gosh, why are you crying? You're a baby, And it's because they are older. They're 4 and he's only 3, that he cries, and then they just look at him or something like that. And I'm like, I don't want people to think he's a bad kid or think I'm a bad mom, you know? Yeah. So if he doesn't want to go, then you know what? It's okay. He doesn't need to. Yeah. He still is going to do another year next year anyway. So why am I forcing it so much, you know? Even though, he likes it, it's just the beginning that he doesn't like. And I was like, it's okay. It's fine, just certain things like that, to where I would definitely say that I do, let him off and stuff like that. But it's just, I think I just come to a point where I'm trying to, like talk to him to tell him that the things that he does is not good, instead of always resulting like to timeout or boxing matches or stuff, but I will say that no matter how many boxing matches we have, he's still not scared. No matter how many victories I've had, he is still not scared to box.
He's a Mike Tyson. He don't care your size. He's gonna keep going.
Yeah.
Just take his phone away from
learn
him.
his lesson. Yeah.
So for the record, you like August more. That's
Then
your
August?
favorite.
I like
August.
August more than August because August is like me, so I like August.
Okay, what about you, Peter?
I don't have a favorite. Of course, the wife
Heck
is
no,
gonna,
you have to choose, man.
Yeah,
Angela made Bob
Well,
choose.
Angela made me choose.
I think it's so,
Do it.
It's a lot like what I'm reading right now with 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Steve Covey, he talks about like, the way you treat all the kids the same is by not treating them the same, right? Because every kid is different. So you can't give the same attention to the same one child over the other, because they're all going to be different. They're all going to be like, more hand-holding, or the way they understand the world. They're going to need certain kind of attention of this and that. So if you only allotted 30 minutes each child, it's not going to be good, because you're not giving the same love for all of them, because some may need more than others. So that's how I see it. Not because I read it and I say, hey, that sounds kind of good, so I'll just hold on to it. I do that. Like a lot of my kids, I'm like, hey man, you guys need to do this, do that. Like what's going on? Do we need to talk about it? Do we need to find different ways to kind of get over this little hump and things like that? And I do believe, the whole saying of like, we as parents, we need to be able to teach our kids certain things so then they're not misbehave in public, whatever. And so just spend that little bit extra time now. So then later on, it doesn't like annoy you and piss you off, and I'm guilty of it. Like there's a lot of things that happens that I'm just like, oh my gosh, dude, what are you doing? Like we talk about this all the time. I thought we fixed this or whatever, right? So I'm definitely guilty with like not putting enough time into the kids to get them out of those bad habits. But as far as going back to that question, which one's my favorite? It's weird. I would say. If I had to choose, it would probably be Grace just because of her personality, just being bubbly, right? Not because I hate to say that because I love them all. They're all my favorites. They, like great Sylvia. She's like,
No,
she's
who
like
do you
oldest.
favor?
Who do I favor?
Yeah.
I favor all of them. Like all of them, I hate them all, and I love them all, right? But it's just like certain personalities of each one of them. Maybe I lean more towards this one over the other one. Like I was saying, like Grace, so bubbly. Like you talk to her. If she's in a good mood, you talk to her. Oh man, you're gonna have a good conversation, or you're gonna have a good date, as long as you keep her in a good mood. And she typically is, unless something's really hit her hard. But as far as like like the other ones, it's just like everybody is different, and they have their strengths and weaknesses, and I don't know. It's so hard, right? I mean. Having so many kids, maybe just one, you're like, I don't like them that much. I just have to like them, It's just by default. But I think it would have to be Grace because she, like you said, she's so fun. Yeah. She's so fun. She pisses you off when she's mad. She'll test you. But at the same time, like Georgia, you just melt when she is so innocent and things like that. That's like it's hard to not like her so much, So how do you not say that that's like one of your favorite ones or whatever? It's like no, all of them has it. Yeah,
that's true.
So maybe Grace, just to name one, right? But I love them all and I hate them all.
Yep. That's true.
Amy?
It's time for the ad. I really like this. That's why I brought it. How do you pronounce it? Chloroseptic?
It sounds like it's like, something with like poop and stuff on it. Like the septic tank.
Get your own at your local grocery store.
It soothes your voice and your neck.
I know. My favorite. I couldn't eat. I know I had all this time and I couldn't even make one up yet.
Don't you have one? No.
Not drum roll. It's just.
See, the thing, I think I like the age. It's not so much of who I love most. It's because, like, with Darren, when he was young, I spent a lot of time with him. And then as he got older, then he didn't anymore. So I think my favorite is, like, the age. Like, because, like, when Connor was, like, 3 to 5, that's when I like him the most. And then now he's out of there. And then it's going to be, Evelyn was like that. And then Evelyn's out. And then now it's Connor.
So just imagine all of them when they were 3 to 5. Who did you like?
Georgia
Who
didn't
would you
hit
like
that.
more? Okay,
Georgia didn't
3.
hit that point,
when
yeah.
everyone's 3.
I don't know.
So you just don't want them to grow up as soon as they're like 5. You're like, fuck them.
Yeah, yep. It's like, forget it. They're all screwed up. Yeah.
You're off my list.
They're all the same. Yeah. Because, like, I remember I was really close to Evelyn. I really loved her, too. And then once when she hits grade school, and then that's when it was like, okay, she's done. And now she's not my favorite anymore. And then now it's Connor. And now it's like, he's almost done, too. And now it's going to be slowly Georgia. It's like, I loved them at that age. And then whoever's at that age, that was my favorite at the time. Because I think I just like the age. Once when they hit.
So who's your favorite now then?
The one that's in that. Oh, damn, it's Connor and Georgia. 3 to 5.
3 to 5. You said those exact 2 numbers.
4. I like the one that's still 4.
4 to kick out Connor.
No.
4 to kick out Connor. 34 now.
Yeah. But I think I probably favor Connor the most. because he's like my little boy and he's so loving. If I get hurt, like even right now, what he does is that every time when we're gonna go into a car, he goes and open the door for me, make sure I go in, and then he'll close the door. And like I said, like when I hurt myself, I fell on the floor. I'm hella clumsy, and in the morning, I woke up, and then he woke up, and then he actually helped me. He couldn't do anything because he's smaller than me, but he was like helping me walk to the restroom, making sure I was okay and everything. So it's like he loves me very much. So, and he always like wants to, he's always showing a lot of affection. So I think that's why I favor him the most. And I get, all my kids get away with everything. I say yes to everything, and then Ba and Angela hates it.
Okay, who do you think you spoiled the most? We already know the answer.
Yeah, I think it's the one behind us.
Yeah, Darren gets spoiled a lot.
Oh man, I was gonna say Georgia too. It's both of them. They're both our twins.
Yeah, Darren gets
I
spoiled
think-
the
I
most.
think it's
I feel
Darren.
like
I think it's Darren.
I feel like it's Darren, but for a specific reason. And I feel like with Georgia, I think you just spoil her, like baby her, you know?
I don't think it's kind of, I wouldn't say baby. It's kind of, yeah, maybe to that too, but it's kind of to what you guys discussed about earlier was kind of like, here you go, just to shut you up.
What is it? My is how I feel or how you guys feel? Damn it!
So you think it's Darren?
I spoil Darren the most. Yeah,
I think it's Darren too.
yeah. I do like I do spoil him a lot. Not just only because like I'm separated from the dad, blah blah. It's like we back then, like when it was only him for the longest time. I think for 6 years.
Yeah, I think it was.
You know, it was me and him for the longest time, and it was always like us against the world. But you know, as he got older, and he just forgot about me. So I was like, this little hater.
Paying attention.
I know.
Playing this game.
He's recording us.
I know. Say that again, Mom.
Yes, Amy does spoil him. I still have a video of Amy feeding him last
Yesterday.
year.
Last year.
Last year.
Cheese pizza. Here you
I know.
go, son. I cut it in nice squares for you.
I
too.
know.
No, she was like,
cut it in heart shapes.
spoonful, like spoon. She even chewed it. No, I was kidding.
Airplane too.
Yeah, I do spoil Darren a lot.
It's weird though, because coming from me, because I not growing up with all the kids and you guys, and not being around them a whole lot, it's weird because like you guys have so much love and want to spoil all your kids. So I see you guys spoil all your kids a lot, but different ways, right? Like with Darren, he's a little older, so he has a different kind of spoil. Yeah, Georgia being the baby, she has a different kind of spoil.
Yeah.
And stuff like that, and so it's hard to say. Like I see what you guys are saying too, but it's like it's almost like that same question with like who do you love the most? Like I love them all, right? I also hate them all.
Yeah.
And like I spoil them all, and I don't spoil them either. So it's just interesting to see that, because it comes from like what you guys see of what you guys are doing versus what I see in real time of like what I know. So it is interesting.
So who do you think is Ba's favorite?
I don't know. I think if I had to guess, I don't know, because he doesn't show that favoritism. Yeah.
What do you think it is then?
He doesn't like anybody.
I would say Evelyn.
It
There-
goes back to what I told you too, though, with that
First-
bond.
Yeah, which is totally cool. You know what I mean? Because
Makes
you
sense.
have your own reasons of it's like kind of like what you said, to where it was you and Darren against the world for so long.
Yeah.
So you have a special bond. But I do see that like I would think Evelyn is your favorite, because I do see that, because she is that loving person too, and where like she wants to cuddle with you guys or whatever.
Definitely
like
got that for her mom.
Like, like she always wants to be around you, and the same thing with Connor, where I feel like Connor always wants to be with Amy, where, anything he wants, Amy's like, okay, go ahead,
I say yes to everybody.
Yeah, she does.
especially to him though.
Yeah.
But but I get what you're saying too, to where he is a very loving kid, to where if something happened, he's like, "Oh, are you okay?" He's usually like the first one, you know, and just like when Evelyn has to wipe the dishes, and he was like, "Evelyn, I'll help you, so we can go play together."
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
I think
Evelyn's not even doing anything; he's really doing everything, you know.
I dropped him off to school, and then I always tell him, "Hey, have a good day," you know, or if it's Friday, "Hey, have a good Friday. You guys are gonna be home. It's be the weekend." So I was like, "Hey, have a good day at school." And I think Connor got to the point he say, "Okay, Dad, have a good day at home. Have fun with podcasts." I'm like, "What?" I'm like, "Dad, you notice?" I'm like, podcast later, but yeah, I'll try to have fun with a podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, "Hey, have fun with podcast today. I'll see you." I'm like, "Okay."
Yeah,
Oh,
he
that's
does that
sweet.
too now. He's like, because I went with you, and he was like, "Hey, Mom, have a good day at home. Mom and Dad, have a good day at home." I was like, "That's so cute."
Yeah, Connor is a very loving person. It's
It's a
weird.
sign.
Yeah, he's very teddy bear. You know, where he's very good with his emotions, but he's not like, I feel like he's not that much of a crybaby now that he's getting a little older. You know, he's just very like sweetheart. You know,
hell of a
with
crybaby.
like Evelyn, I feel like she's more of still in that like crybaby phase. But for him, I think he's just such a sweet, loving person and stuff like that. That like if you tell him that, hey, what you said hurt my feelings, he goes, but I didn't mean to do that.
Yeah.
Or you know, like
Yeah.
I didn't say it like that. You know.
That's cool.
Yeah, but okay. Do you like it hits an hour already? Do you want to end the?
It's up to our guests.
No, we're good. We keep going.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got 3 hours to get home, so it's not that bad. But what about you, Angela? What do you see as far as like my favorite? Because maybe like when we answer it to ourselves, maybe we're trying to be, being nice about the situation, and we're not telling our true colors or showing our true colors. Maybe what you guys see is different, right? So I'm just kind of curious what you guys see, just because you guys see a different view from what I would say.
I think I would say Grace too, but I think I say Grace is because I see, which is kind of funny because you said that she's a lot like Nya, and I feel like she's a lot like you, where she's like she's very aware. She's very aware, and she's also, it's like what you said, where she's the girly type, and then still really that tomboy. So
like I'm girly or something like that.
sometimes no, but it's like she likes to do those things. She's like you, where she's like, I'm down, I'll go do it, do it. And so that's why I think that she's the type of person where it will always be your partner in crime. Which I feel like maybe Jensen's a little still kind of young, to where he's still like, no, I just want to stay home or something, and then Sylvia's kind of like, no, I'm too old for that, So that's why I think I would say Grace, because I do see her like more things entwined with like you and stuff like that. So I think I would say Grace.
I'm kind of in the same boat as you when you looked at my for me.
Yeah.
I would say it's kind of hard to say because like the same thing you said, right? I don't see anything that you show any favoritism.
Yeah.
I see that you give a lot of attention, you give a lot of life lessons to all of them the same amount, and it's not. That's me though.
Yeah.
I don't really. I couldn't even say that. Oh, you give this kid more attention. You favor that. I couldn't even say that.
Yeah. It is hard too when you're trying to ask for a certain question. That's kind of like,
There's
that's
no
not what we
one
do.
answer.
Yeah. Like certain people, they value certain things, right? Like with what you guys were all saying is like, Amy seems to be more of the the lenient one that just lets them be who they want to be and let them turn out to be whatever they can be, right? And then whereas like you were saying, it's like I just want them to do certain things, and like me, I'm just that way, right? I need them to learn these things. I don't need to try to be their best friend or whatever.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, see, that's one thing too. Like, they know that they get away with mom everything, and the thing with my kids, every time, like, they have this thing where like, if mom say yes, they kind of look at me to see my approval, and it's based on the way I look.
Yeah.
And it's like, even Georgia would be like, Mom, and then she kind of look at me, and I'm already like, we have this connection where when they ask mom something, I'm already looking at them, and then when after they done asking mom, then they're like, I'm already looking at them, where they're like, oh shit, and then I'm like for Georgia, right? So what I started doing now, when Georgia wants something, and Amy or say yes or something, I say no. How bad do you want it? I'm like, okay, give me 10 jumping jacks, and then she'll do 10 jumping jacks, and then I'm like, okay, fine, here. Because I want them to teach them, you got to earn it.
Yeah.
So 10 jumping jacks, here you go. And that's what I've been doing. And it's the same thing with Connor. When Connor asks something, and mom say yes, they kind of just naturally look towards me, towards my direction. I'm already looking at them. They're like, it's depending on my look. They're like, but that is, I'm like, they already know the answer.
Yeah.
So that's kind of how I am. It's just because that's just how I don't want them to think that they get whatever they want.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, sometimes when I'll give them something just to shut them up.
Yeah.
But for the most part, it's kind of like that's just me. Like, the same thing with Amy, right?
Yeah.
Amy, I don't give her everything she wants. It has to be in a sense it just has to make sense.
Yeah.
So the same way to treat my kids, just because you say you want this, I don't really approve it. But mom always say yes. And there'd be times they know, and then they go to mom.
Yeah.
Mom say, I'm like, what the hell? I say no already. So then it's like, it sucks to correct that, right?
Yeah.
Because they already got a yes from the mom. And I'm like, Amy, what the heck? You got to make sure. And I'm like, it's fine. But other than that, then I always tell Amy, I already said no. You got to confirm with me. There's a reason why they come to you.
Yeah.
So that's
Yep. Even if I already told them no, they'll go ask Amy.
Yeah. They know that one's gonna say yes.
Yeah. Yep. Amy's like, yeah, sure, go ahead.
Yeah. And then they're like, why are you else like, I don't care, just do what I say. I'm the boss.
Oh, I have this saying, and I swear they do this, and like I seen it happen. It's like my 3 kids, they will take turns getting in trouble to get the phone. Hey, I already got the phone yesterday, so maybe it's your turn to go be annoying, and then so dad will give you the phone this time. They take turns. Yeah.
Whoa.
Because I would see them poking their head out, oh shit, what do you say this time? You didn't try hard enough.
Go back in there.
You were annoying enough. Do it again. I swear.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Game plan.
And I look at them and go, dude, I know what you guys are doing. Quit it. Here.
That's just for trying.
I like the effort. But they do that. They test you, because for me, I think it's because they understand that when I'm in front of, other adults or guests, whatever, they know they're like, oh, time to turn it on. Get hella naughty. Because I'm going to get in my way. I guarantee you I'll get a phone for everybody. Even though he only has one. Because I feel so bad because my kids, they don't even get to touch electronics that much. And you guys probably see it already too.
Yeah.
And it's just as soon as I do allow them to have an electronic, all of a sudden every one of them's ants on sugar or soda or whatever. Just bam.
Yeah.
Just sit there and don't do nothing. And they become just these beings that just absorbs all that stuff, right? And I see that and I'm just I need to keep that away from them, this and that. So I just try to keep it away from them entirely.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. That's very good, though.
We need to start doing that too.
But as soon as they come over here, they're like, yeah, Dad, I ain't looking. It's just in front of me. Because I had that talk with them before we got here. Hey, you guys didn't find certain thing that we were supposed to do at home. So this is the discipline is you guys won't get to touch the electronics because you guys didn't respect the electronics at home. You guys aren't gonna get to respect it, or you guys aren't gonna get to enjoy it while we're at Connor their house. I'm yeah, don't worry, we know you ain't gonna, we ain't gonna look at no electronics. As soon as they turn on TV, we'll go to the other room. Right?
Yeah.
As soon as they got in, open the door.
It's like Candyland. Whoa. Every room.
And they're just but Dad, I'm but this is what we just talked about. Don't play this game. I don't want to be the bad guy because I will kick your ass.
I know.
I'll put you in the room with me and be miserable with me.
That is funny. Kids,
I know,
man,
it's like
they're so smart.
Yeah, and it's like the kids like Connor always wants Michelle's kids to come over, and then when they come over, they're just like watching TV. And I'm like, go do something. Like, we are. I'm like, man, you know how hard I work to get them to come, and
Yeah.
you're just watching TV together or something. And that's why I was like just telling the girls earlier. I'm like, dude, get down here, go do something.
Yeah.
You guys are just always on the TV. They're like, but we're all watching it together. I was like, I know, but I want you guys to do something,
Yeah.
something productive, you
Yeah.
know, like hang out, not just like we're watching TV together, hanging out type of deal, you know. But I feel like this generation is just different.
Different.
Like we told like the kids the stories of when we were younger and stuff, and Kaylee's always like, man, you guys had a fun childhood. I was like, yeah, you could too. You just gotta stop, using TV. He goes, nah, I'm okay.
Yeah. Always, all of them are like that.
See, I think that's something we should put into action. Maybe next summer, let's plan a camping trip and straight up old school.
Yeah.
Tent, fire, that's it, and no electronics.
Damn, what the hell?
I want to see
I'm gonna
if they could find a ways
go
to
get a cabin for
entertain
myself.
themselves.
I know.
I think that'd be a cool experience and just to kind of
Kids only,
Evaluate.
huh? Kids only.
I know.
They come to my house. I just turn off everything.
yeah, that's
No
it.
Wi-Fi.
No Wi-Fi. Yeah.
Oh my god, you guys should have seen it when we went to Washington to go pick up a car, and because I wasn't there in Washington anymore, so I turned off the Wi-Fi. And then when Kaylee and Ellen went, they're like, your TV doesn't work. Like, we can't watch anything. I was like, because we don't have Wi-Fi. Well, what are we supposed to do?
Here's a deck of cards. Go figure it out.
Yeah, so I did bring cards. He goes, we play that at home. Like, what are we gonna do
Angela
here?
does teach yeah. That's a good thing because with Angela, like I feel like okay, so I go home, I get tired, and I don't do it. I can't drive a freaking hour, and then that's tiring too. And then I'm like always tired. So Angela, that's one of the really good things that Angela can do. Does for us. Is that she takes the time and teaches them these little things that we used to. She taught them how to play MASH. Remember, like the game where, like, the game that they play, and then taught them how to do the card games to tell her who is your love. I see if they like you back.
Yeah.
Stuff
My
like
wife
that.
was playing it. I was like, how old are you?
Yeah.
It's like, Angela, how do you do this again? I forgot.
He's like, Peter, the card's saying that you're really not in love with me.
I know. Are you cheating on me, Peter?
There's a queen in between us.
Just in case.
Yeah, but
We ain't got no money because of you.
I tried teaching those things because, like, we enjoyed it so much.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
especially card games,
Oh,
because
yeah.
we weren't really allowed to do anything.
Yeah.
So, like, I make them always play Uno. I teach them Killer.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
Good. Yep. That's good.
I was trying to teach them Salib, but I forgot how to play. So I taught them spades.
yeah.
Dominoes.
Yeah.
playing
Yep.
with pack of
And I always
cigarettes,
play with them because I always win.
Right?
She
Play
wants to go against the
Monopoly,
little one.
everything.
They start waiting. Fuck this shit.
But shit, wait, we're not playing no more.
She puts a timer on them still. They don't even know how to play it.
But it's so true because that's what I do with my kids, and I try to that's why I enjoy the riding bikes and going the hikes and trails and stuff, because it's like we're not touching electronics and we're trying to, just have fun with each other's company
Yeah.
or not electronics. And I enjoy it with you guys the kids too, because it's like, okay, good, my kids, they're annoying enough that maybe you guys can't handle, and I'll play with you guys kids
Yeah.
while you guys
Yeah.
try to do some lines.
Swap
So
it.
then because that way it gives them a different perspective, like, oh, not all adults has to be like my mom, so then I can respect them or something like that, right? And just playing with them, because all they need to do is just find some kind of stimulant.
Yep.
Yeah.
And so I always try to do that. And they're always like, when you say turn off the TV and let's play this game, okay. And they're just like a blob.
Yeah.
I can't do nothing without
Yep.
the TV. And it's like, you can do a whole lot of things.
Yeah.
Yep.
Go read your damn book.
Yeah. I was telling the kids, I was like, when we were younger, we did math for fun. That was our kind of fun.
Oh yeah, we were racing.
I said we played math for fun, and then we would play dictionary.
That's just hella fun. We should play that right now.
Oh,
Okay, we're gonna end our podcast.
dude, dictionary was fun.
Yeah. I told my friend we were in block training, and then we were in block training like 2 weeks ago, and I was teaching her how to play that dictionary.
Never. I don't think you guys never.
You guys never taught Ba how to play it?
What?
Dictionary?
No, yeah. It's where you get it's like a
random
sentence,
words?
Yeah.
or like words, and then
What, you play sentence? What?
no. It's just so you can get more words.
Wait. So what?
What the
So what is that?
So
how you
you
play the
like
game?
so it's a phrase
Is that
or
an
a
actual
word.
game or that's something you just made up?
That was a game.
Oh, it's a game.
Yeah,
I
that's a
don't-
game that we made up.
So
I was like,
what
I
is
don't
it?
know. That's just a game. Okay, so
I don't know if it's a
let's
game.
pretend it's the words are Mexican jalapenos.
Okay.
Okay, then we get time 1 minute, and you get to make as many words as you can with those 2 words.
It's like boggle,
Oh,
right?
Yeah,
okay,
it's just
okay,
like Boggle.
okay.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But it has to be like words that are 3 letters or more.
Okay, I did play with you guys.
Yeah,
I did.
That's how you played with us before. But we just taught the kids that. And we played, I think when you guys were playing Catan, when we did the Budo fight. So we played that with the younger kids. And it was funny because they don't know how to spell. So they're getting it wrong. Me, so I was like, dang, we're hella good.
They're only playing against each other.
But it would, they played, and I think Evelyn didn't like it because she didn't know how to spell yet, because she's only in 2nd grade. But then Kaylee is a little bit better at spelling, so she was like, "Oh, this is kind of fun." And I was like, "Yeah, as long as
Yeah,
you know
if you
how
go
to
against the
spell,
little ones.
it's fun, It's and it teaches you words,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
like I was telling the kids, I was like, yeah, I remember like when I was in school, I used to be like pretty good at spelling or like decent. Now
Yeah.
I don't know how to spell anything because
Yeah.
autocorrect all the time.
Yeah, right?
So it's like I don't know how to. It's like you where you're like I'm not good at English.
Yeah.
No, like all those stuff. Nope, that's not my forte anymore. But it was just like really fun. I was telling them, and then I told them that when it was summer, when no one went to school, I think it was like every day Ty will make all of us sit on the couch. And we'll read a book, and everybody has to read a paragraph, and then we switch it to the next person.
What?
Read a paragraph, and then you have to
me.
keep going.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
you
wasn't
were
there.
going out. But yeah, that's what Ty will make us do. So that's why we always joke around with them, like, "You think this is not fun? Man, we had to live with Ty. We had to do these things."
Right?
But now we're like, damn, that was good for us. Like, I wish I'm gonna make them do it now. So that's why sometimes I make them do these things because I remember I didn't like it at first, but it was actually fun, and that's why I keep trying to make them, and I keep trying. Like, there's times where like I'm hella tired. Like in the summer, I'm hella tired, but they want to play cards like midnight, and I was like, I guess August is like doing who knows what, but I'm like, okay, we'll play until like 3 a.m. or something, So it's just like as long as they're off electronics, I'll play with them. I'll sacrifice it. I'll stay with
And that's good. That's what I do too. Like we have a whiteboard, and every time we have to do like studying for grades and math or whatever, I get all 3 of them involved and start drawing pictures and stuff like that, right? Because it's like our parents didn't do that. And I guess our older siblings did that to some of us.
Yeah.
I don't remember it, but I do remember the math.
Yeah.
Like hey, 1 minute, let's see how many you can do. Bam,
Yeah. Yep.
And I used to always smoke you guys, so I feel bad.
Whatever. Oh, shit, you want
no.
a challenge?
Oh,
Go,
what
go.
challenge.
I'm sure
you
Ty
guys
got
are doing
some
twos,
papers right now
okay?
ready.
You guys only do multiples of twos.
Challenge.
Don't say challenge.
So I'll print it out right now.
I remember I used to do both sides in that time.
Not timed. No, I'm just kidding.
No, it's not time. I'm just waiting for you guys to catch up. So I do both sides.
Whatever, man. You want a challenge?
I'll print it right now. Let me Google it. I already have it saved.
We're gonna end the podcast.
Sorry, guys. We're going to end the podcast early for this family
It's
challenge.
just those things where like we had so much fun.
Yeah.
That's like, I want to teach our kids to do those
Yeah.
things,
Yeah.
because it's like the dictionary game. I don't know if it's an actual game, but it's for us it's an actual game.
Yeah.
Or bounce volleyball. I don't know where
That's
it's
that's a
definitely
real
made
game.
up.
I don't know.
The rules you guys keep bringing like new rules, so we know that's made up.
How long? Like,
Yeah, we can have like 20 people on one side, but I'm by myself. It's funny how we always talk about ourselves being so good at certain things. It's always me against everybody. Doesn't matter what age, what game, whatever. It's always the, yeah, man. You guys are always putting these cheat codes in. Boss like,
Yeah.
you guys are hella competitive. Like, you guys fight over this stuff.
Yeah, I know.
How does that feel, Boss?
It's interesting because I didn't grow up with that kind of atmosphere with my family. It's always kind of like a friendly, oh, hey, let you get the touchdown. Hey, let you do this and that. I think Amy came one time with us. Amy was like, the fuck is this? Because, yeah, I remember vividly one time we allowed, like, the kids are playing with us, our little niece and nephew, and we're like, here's a football, go touchdown. We're like, listen to that. And then he was like, what the hell are you guys doing? It's like, they're just loud. I'm like, yeah, it's for fun, but it
was boring. I was like, what the
it
hell?
brings it's totally different because then it also brings out my competitive nature too.
Yeah.
And then like I'm not a shit talker. I just play, right? And all of a sudden this thing start coming out of me. Yeah. I'm like,
Our family
all of a sudden I start throwing low blows now. I'm like the hell this ain't me, because it becomes competitive, so it's this other side comes down like the hell, but it's fun. It's fun. It makes it competitive, but then the end of the day, it's like, hey, learn from it and don't hold it personal.
Yeah.
And that's something that I'm not good at because I've never play in that way with family, being competitive. So then these girls, they could play that, whatever, and they come shot. I'm like, hell no, this is personal now. This time, next time we play, I'm gonna embarrass you guys now. It's like that now. It's like I was being friendly, being nice, but now it's personal.
Yeah, just
You're like, you still mad? That's some fuck you I am.
Keep it on the court.
Exactly, right? Keep it on the court, but it's like, it's personal now.
Yeah,
It's like, because I never grew up with that, so it's
Yeah.
kind of like I don't know how to home that
Yeah,
yet.
yeah.
But these girls, they play when I play with them. Like I said, they be fouling me, they be doing this, and I'm like, what the fuck, ladies? And then
Like,
I'm like,
you didn't call foul, so what?
exactly. I'm like,
It's
all
not
right,
foul unless someone calls it.
Yeah,
All
and
right,
then we start calling fouls. Like, why you gotta be a little bitch?
all right. Exactly, right? So when Amy's turn, she's dribbling. I'm like, screw that. So I go freaking hold her, take the ball. I was like, hey, that's foul. I'm like, hell no. I'm like, I didn't call you. Hey, why you cheating? I'm like, motherfucker, now I'm
You're like,
cheating.
why you over there crying?
Now I'm cheating. Now I'm crying. I'm like,
Holding your balls and everything. You ain't go nowhere. Why you calling fouls?
yeah, so it's
Bitch.
it's definitely, it brings a different side of me. I'll say it's fun because, like I say, it brings out the competitiveness. It's something that I never really, was faced with. But yeah, I think it's fun. I think it's interesting. And but even bounce volleyball, man, that is supposed to be like a kid-friendly game. When I first learned, I thought it was a kid-friendly game, and all of a sudden, then it's become competitive. Now I'm like, I see now, and then when the ball goes to the kids, I start running hardcore, and Amy's like, "Why are you hogging the ball?" I'm like, "Gotta win.
Let the kids play.
Let the kids play." I'm like, "Gotta win," can't have any mistake,
It's game point. It just started. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but it's definitely fun. It brings us out of you, even though it's just family. But like I say, it's fun.
Even like with Catan. When Bob blocked me first, I was like, oh hell no.
Game on.
Everything is competitive.
You're going down now.
Everything.
Or like when she didn't make the settlement in
Hell
time,
no.
and we're
I'm
you
sorry.
didn't beat the buzzer. So, okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna get 14 points right now.
Oh, you wanna play like that? Oh, all of a sudden you wanna play like that?
I was like, okay.
She wouldn't even give me the sheet from the bank that was near her.
She didn't even look this way. You know that? She didn't look this way. I'm like right next to her. I'm like asking for a song. She like, well, we look this way.
Remember when I was like, needed a trade? You're like, I don't need a trade. Just in good faith. I'm trading, okay?
Calm down.
I was like, okay, we good now. We good now. Get out into the game.
Yeah, it's that competitive side, right? Hey, Bob, thanks for being nice. I know we're pretty crazy, so you said some kind words only. Not like you guys' family is pretty crazy.
I know. Oh, but I think I do remember something that they were playing. They're like, letting the little ones play and stuff and trying to score. I was like, what the hell? Like, this is not how you play. I was like, I thought we were trying to play some like basketball, but this is boring.
Yeah.
Like you just letting the little kids like even when we played Catan with Sang, I was like, why are you guys giving him all the time in the world, damn it?
Right?
He needs only a minute and 30 seconds extra.
And he already won.
I know.
That's
Yeah,
what I keep saying. He's not. I'm like saying, you're a pro now, okay? No more amateur.
I
You're
know.
a minute now.
See, now the competitiveness comes out of him too now.
It is kind of neat because I do see how it translates to when I was living with my in-laws and they play sports and things like that, and I'm like, oh shit, let's play. You know, we ain't playing no backyard soccer or volleyball or all that stuff. Like I'm like hauling ass, and you ain't throwing it to me, then you don't want to win. That's it.
We don't have a coach. I'm gonna be a coach.
Yeah, and yell at you guys, everything. And trust
You
me,
want to get kicked off the team?
yeah, you suck. We definitely are not gonna let you to play, right?
Right.
Yeah,
That's definitely a Mohawk
like
thing.
I'm usually like the smaller one. You know, they all like I'm usually the thinner one, smaller one, or less like physically have physical attributes for everything. Like when we would play bowling or football and things like that, it's like, dude, you guys are way bigger than me or stronger than me, but I'm just trying to keep up with you guys. But at the same time, I'm holding my own because I'm so competitive in this way and that way, and so it does help me in that translation. Yeah, so I don't know, maybe Boz, because Boz just like, no, you guys are just crazy. That's
I
it.
know.
I don't think it is. I think it's actually entertaining. It's fun.
Yeah.
I think it's fun because everybody has their own competitiveness, their personality when it comes to being competitive. When it comes to you guys, and I remember when we played with Ray. Ray's different too, right? Because Ray's kind of have that part of him, and then like, damn, it's crazy. But man, you guys go back and forth. It's just like Catan, right? Just like Catan it's very interesting. I think it's interesting. It adds another aspect to the game, and it keeps it entertaining because it's kind of like you always want to be better than up one of the other person, and that's always how it is. And then that's why I'm like, it's fun. It's entertaining. Yeah, I mean, it's the hardest part is taking the L. That is the hardest part. Even like I learned that from you. I learned that from playing with you guys too, because like playing sports, and then it's like, man, taking the L is really hard.
Is it hard for you guys to take the L?
No, it's because we talk hella shit. You lose.
Yeah,
Like
a lot
when
of
we're
shit,
winners, talking shit don't stop
it
until
don't
we play
stop.
again.
So it's like taking the L is like, it's so hard to accept the L. So it's kind of like all you want to do is get that W, get that W.
And maybe because I was away for so long that I never had a problem having an L. I just wanted us to do the best, right?
Yeah.
Like if you ain't putting up, we lost because of you, but I ain't picking you next time. That's it.
Yeah.
You know, like I already know now. But like maybe because playing like competitive volleyball, I always saw that like, as long as we tried our best, I'm good. But if you guys ain't trying, fuck, we lost because of you guys, man. What the fuck? Give me the ball.
You don't want to win?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. I'm not a sore loser.
Like, do we want to repeat the last
We
couple
just
nights?
talked about the settlement.
Hey, I still won. Well, I don't know you guys thought. I didn't lose.
Yeah, but you were hella mad.
I was hella pissed because I would have won already, but yeah.
But you didn't beat the timer.
Hell yeah, I
It
did.
was clearly.
Woulda, coulda, shoulda,
No.
but you didn't.
Well, you know what was messed up? It was like I think you guys all knew, and nobody like defended me.
Yeah, no one said
What?
anything.
What?
Only I was the one that said no. The buzzer came on already. You know,
Yeah.
you know, like they were so afraid of like, you know, reprimanding you of like not doing that.
I don't know. Everybody always does that shit. They always like catch me on everything, and then for me, I never get away with anything. Like we barely
Because you
started
always
the
try
game.
to cheat, food. That's
Hell
how
no.
it works.
It's like we barely started the game, and Ally's like, "Let's block her." I was like, "What's we just? I'm not even winning, and you guys already like planning to like kick me out."
But when we're saying that, like, we're just saying it for fun. But she's like, okay, you want to start ready?
yeah, I was like,
We're just,
She's out there to kill you now.
yeah, it's like, we're just saying, we're just
It's like-
saying names.
I was like, "You shouldn't have said that shit." You're
But
She
you
didn't
Georgia
hear. I
played
said
it,
everybody
though.
else before too. And she's like, you said my name? Oh hell no.
Yeah, it's
I'll make
all
you
over.
regret you said my name.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was like, "What? You want me to steal from you?" I'm gonna give away my phone. I'm
rolled-
all giving it away, and then when it came to Ally, I'm stealing from you. I don't need anything.
I roll the dice and I get a road, and my road just points to her direction. Oh, you come this way? Oh, it's on. The hell?
But it's the only direction
It's
you
the
can
only direction
go.
I could go to make
He's at
resources.
he's at the water, right? And like I can only go one direction.
Oh, it's on. I'm like, what the fuck, whatever. And then, like yesterday too, we're playing. She's like, oh, so you want to trade me? I'm like,
Yeah,
you don't
because
trade me.
were.
Why does it hurt you if you don't want to trade me? When it comes to when you want something from me, I don't want to trade. Like, oh, you don't trade me? I'm like, the hell?
Right?
Or if multiple people want to trade and you just grab someone else's, oh, you don't want to trade with me? Oh, okay. I remember that.
Yeah.
I don't even do that.
Lies.
Yeah,
Peter has been here all week and he
All
knows.
right.
Man, next
we
time
gotta
let's
stop the
record that
podcast. We
shit so
gotta
I
hop
can
on
prove it to you
Catan real
guys.
quick.
We gotta sort this out.
Let's play Catan right now just to prove to Amy.
Yeah, we'll record that shit too, so you guys will see how much of pussies you guys are.
See, you blocked it.
Trading with everybody else but me.
You came towards my settlement. Oh, it's on.
It's like you mess with the wrong person. I'm kicking your ass out right now. Yeah, I do get hella into my games.
Which is, I like it because it shows our competitiveness and,
Yeah.
and trying to have fun too. Because like I look at it like it's weird how we can make anything fun.
Yeah.
Like freaking playing that Libreath game, right? Oh, let's see who get the best time.
The
Put
what?
$5.
Oh, that thing.
I was like, Libra, what is that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or even the rolling the pong, the ping pong ball.
Yeah, that
Whoa.
shit.
That was fun.
It's like we make everything into a game, man.
Right? Drawing a straight line.
I can't do that.
Yeah, that's like
I
a
know
lot
I'm
of
gonna
times.
lose.
Me and Amy was like, you want to make a bet?
I know.
We just want to make it interesting.
Put money on the line. It's all bad.
Also, we just need to play games that you're not good at. Then you don't want to play.
Yeah, I was like, forget it. Like drawing the line. I was like, I already know I'm going to lose. Forget it. Volleyball, I don't know. It's okay. You guys go ahead.
But it's funny is because like when we play certain games, like the younger ones, they're like, you guys can't do it, or whatever. I'm like, shh, you don't know, man. We still got the skills. Like we want to play
I got a
Taeyang
story for
before,
that.
like Chinese jump rope, and then Darren was like, no, you guys can't do it. So he was going, and then he went up pretty high, like maybe like I or whatever, and then he didn't do it.
Yeah.
And then it was our turn. He was like, this game's over. You guys can't even jump that high. We're like, just watch. And then we did it. He was just like, what? How'd you guys do that? I didn't know you guys could jump that high.
Well, remember when the kids challenged us to play basketball?
Yeah,
It was like,
you're talking about the cruise, right? Or no?
No, we're talking about when we won ice cream.
Oh, I was
Yeah.
talking about the one on the cruise.
no, we're talking about like, it was like it was the kids. I think it was Darren, Ryan, and Ariel, and Kaylee, and then it was me, Michelle, and Angela. That's it, right? Yeah, and then we played against them. We said that whoever loses has to treat the winners or treat everyone ice cream. So they were like, oh yeah, they think that they got it in the bag, and we beat them, so they had to pay for the stuff, and they got whatever they wanted, and then they're like, yeah, we're never doing this again because it was hell expensive.
Yeah.
The same thing happened too. We went to the cruise last November, and so this cruise had a full size court basketball, and then so me and Darren, we kind of thought the idea. I talked to, hey, you want to play basketball, this and that, and then he's like, oh yeah, us kids versus you. And I'm like, what? Wait, what? Yeah. You really gonna put it on the table? You against the adults? He's like, yeah. I'm like, hey, I'll talk to you. I'm like, hey, Amy, you want? Amy's, yeah, let's go. And then we need to gather more adults, and then we gather up Amy's friend and the husband. So it was 4 against 4, and then really super confident, like we got this in the back. I'm like, all right, you'll see. And so all it was, the things that they don't know is that the Darren's team relies on Darren. So it was so easy. So I knew I could guard him. I knew I could pressure him. I knew that I could stick with him. So I just told her, hey, do what you gotta do, protect these kids, but I'm gonna stick on this dude.
Yeah.
So all I did is just fall him everywhere, because I knew they rely on him. They need him to score.
Yeah.
So I did that, tire him out, whatever. But eventually we win.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah. You guys are lucky. We let you guys. I'm like, oh, that's how it is.
Or he'll
We
be
let
like,
you guys.
I wasn't wearing the right shoes.
Yeah, I wasn't wearing the right
Darren
shoes.
always got some kind of
It's
excuse.
always excuse. I'm like, bro, take the L, man. It's okay. It's legit. We got a legit W because he just can't take the L too.
Yeah.
Me and my friend, we were just like falling all over the place. We couldn't even play.
It was
like,
slippery, a little bit slippery.
For me, it's like I try not to play as hard as I did before anymore because like my angles are weak. They will like I would literally just walk in and I'll just like roll
Just
my
like the
ankle.
athlete. That's all. Just like the athlete.
Yeah, so for me, I can't do nothing no more. What?
Just weak like the athlete. That's all. Did you see me? I was rolling all over the place when we played basketball, but I was like, "Fuck, we're gonna keep playing."
It was a bad roll too.
Bad.
It was a bad one too.
Oh,
When we checked the video, I'm like, what? I didn't know it was that
I
bad.
still got the video.
Just thinking about it hurts.
It was
Yeah.
bad. I'm like, holy crap! I didn't know it was that bad.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, damn, you played through that too. I'm like, well, I get props.
Do you guys think that Eric and Ray, if they play things competitively, they probably like hate each other? Huh? They probably like want to kill each other. Like, you cheating? No, you cheating.
Yeah.
No, both y'all cheating. Both shut up. Y'all both suck. You guys hella need to cheat.
They
Yeah,
just
I
need
think
to
they'll
play
go at
like
it.
Nya Johnny, where Nya Johnny admits he's cheating.
Yeah. Just depends who you catch her. Huh?
No, she'll
makes it
say
hella
it.
obvious.
Guys, I'm cheating.
Oh, that's just funny. Yeah. They probably wouldn't get along if they did play sports together. Eric and Ray.
Because they look like they really cannot take an L. Well, I know Ray can't.
Yeah.
And I would imagine
too.
Eric can't either.
Yeah, when we were playing guitar, that fool.
Such a crybaby. I was like, damn, I didn't know I had Yee's that week. You know, like, let's see who wears pants.
Usually last time I think it was Calvin's birthday and we played baseball, and I think Eric was like, "Oh yeah, you know he really wants Calvin," and I think it was Ryan or something on his team because you know he's been playing with them and they're really good. And it was me and Ball and I think Ariel and Evelyn or something like that. And
Yeah,
me and Ball we don't really play,
don't play.
you know.
Yeah.
And so we're like, okay, in one round we scored 16 home runs. So it was like 30 to like 6. And he still wanted to play.
Yeah, it was like
Double nothing, fool.
We're like, dude, like it's not even funny anymore. Like we're hella winning. He's like, no, we still got a chance. We're like,
yeah. It was like the innings, and then it was like 16-4. Yeah. And then I'm like, whatever. I'm like, hey, let's just call it and let's wrap. I was like, no, let's keep playing. I'm like, okay. And then he was. I think Calvin started getting upset too.
Yeah.
Calvin is like, it's already done. The play's done, and Calvin's running home. We're like, Calvin, what are you
we're
doing?
He's still. That was a home run.
I know, and then he starts, started cheating. We're like, Calvin, what are you doing? Calvin's like, hey, he's all like, I got home run. We're like, no, you didn't. And then his dad supported too. Yeah. We're like,
You did get it.
oh my god.
I think I remember like what is it? Calvin. I watched it for a bit, and Calvin stole all of the bases. Yeah. I was just out laughing. I was like, "What the heck are you doing?"
I didn't. I never put two and two together because there was that time when you guys were playing that pie face, right? And then all of a sudden, like Eric started helping
was Ariel.
Ariel?
I was like, "Yo, it's just kids playing. What the heck, bro? Let me get in there."
Your competitor came into like, you really want to.
Well, I was still kind of confident. Like, I think Sylvia got his ass too. Lucky he didn't put his face there. He would have got home. I would have told Sylvia the technique.
I know.
That's
That's
funny.
just funny.
It's almost 4.
Okay,
Yeah.
Then we'll just
Okay.
end it then.
All right, guys. Thank you for joining us with another podcast. Definitely, we enjoy it. Peter, thanks for coming in, and Jerry, Angela. Thanks you guys for this time. Hopefully you guys enjoy. You guys want to say anything?
Our next podcast, we want to talk about in-laws or siblings rivalries. I'm looking forward to those.
Nice. I look forward to it. Thank you for having me. I enjoy these little conversations that we have.
Yep.
I always learn something new, so I love it.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Thank you.